Welcome back to my channel, JRC Restoration Decor and Designs, and my name is Phyllis. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how I created my version of the Pier 1 Mosaic Wall Art. Now, I did this a year ago, and I'm getting ready to do the second canvas. But here is what I'm referring to, and here are some other ones that I found on Pinterest or online through Google. Now, the one that I'm going to originally speak about is one that I created over a year or over 2 years ago. And I had two canvases and I only did one. And the way you will see what it looks like now is not how it originally looked. So I'll put the link of the original video in my description box below so you can look back at a reference. So here it goes. I am coming to you today to share with you a Pier 1 inspired mosaic art that I created, I think it was like 2 years ago. And I've done some embellishments since to that. I will flash across the screen and also put in my link the video that I uploaded to what it looked like before I changed it to this. So on here, how I embellished it is I put some white and gold pearls. Now, what I'm going to do is show you what it looked like before I did this situation. Here, I'm going to show the back of it first, and I'm going to show you that I got this from Goodwill for $18.91. And if you can't see the price, I'll just snap a shot and put it in on the screen. But if you can see some of the green here, this is what the entire canvas looked like up front. And then if you can look on the side here, I got it from Goodwill. I think I got this canvas from Goodwill over 4 years ago for $18.91. Both of them were $18.91. And what I was sharing is that the entire canvas had some kind of art. I forget what it looked like. And I took a picture of it some years ago, and I cannot find that picture anymore. But here you have an idea of what it looked like on the front. Now, what I've done is I covered the whole thing with some contact paper, wallpaper, actually, not peel and stick contact paper. There's some wallpaper that I got from Lowe's well over 9 years ago. So you can tell I hold on to my stuff a whole lot. But I'm going to turn it around, and there are some parts here, and here you can see here. Here's some pictures. So I want to say this was just a scenery, I guess. But what I did was I covered the canvas first with the wallpaper, and then I just kind of notched out some edges following the pattern of the flowers on the wall, and it's textured so you can feel it. It kind of is embossed so you can follow the pattern of the flowers. And that's basically what I did to get this look. Well, that's what this looks like. It looks like this before I put all of this on here. And once I did this, I covered it with Mod Podge and sprinkled it with silver and gold glitter. And again, I'll have the video, the original video clip, in my description box below so you can go on there and see what it looked like. After I did that, you can't really tell, but I have pieces of glass that I crushed and I glued on here, and some little crystal diamonds as well. And I was just trying to imitate and create my own version of the Pier 1 mosaic art. And then later on, about a year later, is when I came back and I glued all these pearls on it, the gold and white pearls, to kind of bring it up a notch. And I like that look. So that's what I'm going to be doing with this canvas that I have here in my hand, and kind of let you know it's tall as me, and I'm like 4'11". So this is like a 4 feet piece of canvas art that I'm going to create and duplicate this as well. So I can just kind of have it side by side. Again, it's just a Goodwill art that I found that I covered with wallpaper, and I traced and cut out around the flowers. I'm going to cover it with Mod Podge and glitter, and then I'm going to purchase some more pearls to put on here. And once I get all the items that I need, then I'll take you all along with the process of remaking this again. So let's get started on my version, the second version of the Pier 1 Mosaic Wall Art. And I want to thank you all for stopping by. Now, this cardboard box is from a bed that came from Amazon. And the height of the box is perfect for me to use as a backing. So what I did was I cut off one side and trimmed it down and then just inserted it between those slats so it can be a solid surface for the wallpaper to be on. And so I can spray paint it. I'll be spray painting this whole thing gold. And again, this is the metallic gold spray paint that I purchased from Amazon, and it is it gives a beautiful finish. I love this color gold. But I end up spraying the whole thing, covering the whole thing, and of course I let it dry. And after I let it dry, I brought it inside of the house, and I did this on day 1. And then day 2, well, actually day 1 I did the spray paint. Here it is all done. Then I laid it inside of the box and did the glitter glue mixture and sprinkled glitter inside my house instead of outside. And again, I set this inside of the box that you saw leaning up against the door. Again, one side of the box is what I used as the backing. I trimmed it to fit perfectly on the inside. And then the other half of the box is what I use to lay this in so I can sprinkle the glitter and lay out the glue and everything on it. Now coming up, I said I was going to purchase some burnt pearls, but I found I had a lot of stuff in my stash as far as the beading. The long green necklace is really a Mardi Gras bead, and then I had these other marbles that came from the Dollar Tree. So I just took some of that spray paint and just colored those gold. I will be showing you further up in the video. I found an old necklace that I wasn't using, a pearl necklace that had different size pearls on it. I took that apart to use on this. Here is the Mod Podge and glitter mixture. That's Mod Podge with silver and gold glitter in it. And I just took a paintbrush, dipped it in, and just painted it on. And that's basically how I did the first one. So if you watch the first video, I did the same process that I'm doing to this. And I filled up the bowl twice to cover the entire canvas. And after I did the mixture on there, I sprinkled it before it completely dried. I sprinkled it with silver and gold, and you'll see, or I didn't show it, but it was a little bit of amber rust colored glitter. Now both these canvases ended up being 2 different shades. The very first one that I showed you, that has a silver like finish. This one that I'm making now is going to be more of a gold finish. So I have one that's silver and one that's gold, and this was done by accident as far as the color. I think what I did was, when I did the first one, I didn't even look at the video, but I think I ended up spraying it silver. I'm not sure, and that's why it has more of a silver finish to it. But here it is. I'm sprinkling some silver glitter, and then I get some gold glitter. I don't know if I'm showing that. I don't think I showed doing that, but I sprinkle silver glitter and gold glitter, and then a little bit of the, I call it the amber rust bronze colored glitter on there before it completely dry. And here it is, completely dry. Now when I first looked at it, I didn't care about too much because it looked almost like pepper. It looked like I sprinkled pepper on this, but that's just the mixture of the gold and the silver, I guess, with that amber rust color glitter on there. Now after I do this, what's coming up next, I am going to be cutting up the necklace that I spray painted gold, cutting up the beads, and I'm going to be now laying down all the beads, the white beads, the gold beads. I even put some gems on there, some silver gems, and I'm going to be applying these beads on here using the glue stick, Gorilla Glue sticks, as well as some clear glue in the bottle to adhere on here. And when I put all these beads in here on here, I let it sit all night, and then I took it outside. You'll see that towards the end. I took it outside and I sprayed it with some high gloss clear spray so I can give the whole thing a shiny gloss finish. And here I am using, it's just some all-purpose clear glue, which I purchased from Amazon. I've had it for a while. And after, it makes it easy for me to apply. Instead of doing one bead at a time, I just do a bunch of glue and then I just lay it down there and just press it down. I'm pressing it with the bottle because it is kind of sticky and it began to get messy. But basically that's all I used to apply it, was this clear glue and the glue sticks. So I'll let you all continue to watch, and as I say in my other videos, if there's anything that I need to explain, I will come back in and explain to you. But again, I want to thank you all for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy how I put my version of the Pier 1 MOSAIC Wall Art using beads and an old canvas and some wallpaper. Now this paint is like a leaf paint, liquid leafing paint that I got from Amazon like a year ago. I'm using it to paint the gold beads up there to kind of match the bronzy color in the wall, in the canvas, because they were a little bit too brassy for me. So what I did was I just had a tiny little stick sponge, and I'll be showing you that in the video, where I just dip it in and then I just tap the beads with that to kind of take some of the brassy shininess out of it. And it did turn it the copper color that I wanted it to be, so it wouldn't be so brassy sticking out. So here it is. I'm just shaking and tapping, but it's gold leafing paint that I got from Amazon about a year or two ago. Actually, it was 2 years ago. And all I'm doing is sticking it in and tapping it, because again, it was too yellowy. So I also did these other two sets that you see on here. Those looked just like the ones that I'm doing, because I didn't have any smaller beads that was the color that I needed as far as in the gold, but not so brassy. So I'm basically just kind of trying to make these blend in with the rest of the, because there is some other beading on here that has that color tone. And here it is. I've done it and finished it, and this is the last step. I'm spray painting it with this high gloss spray paint that I've also ordered from Amazon, and it's just to seal everything in and give everything a shiny coat. And now my beaded mosaic canvas wall art. I hope you all enjoyed, and I want to thank you all for stopping by. JRC Restoration, Decor, and Designs. And remember, the distance between your dreams and reality is called action. So until next time, make it a blessed and productive day, everyone. Bye-bye.